Company is located in the heart of Nishinomoteshi, Tanagashima's most prosperous locale. That said, it's up north, and folks like me who live down south rarely go that far up. There are lots of buildings and cars, plus plenty of people walking along the streets. It even has multi-floor buildings. Among them, this conspicuously tall building is the Space Candy Company headquarters. Oh, eight whole floors. Huh. If Kai knew, he'd probably be overjoyed. All roads lead back to Michi. There is no escaping this man. Damn. Savage. I shrugged in response to his empty claim and looked back up at the building. The only place you can find tall buildings like this is in Nishinomote. Heck, this has got to be one of the top 5 tallest buildings on the island. I look up for too long and my neck starts hurting. This Space Candy's exclusive to Tanegashima, so I figured it didn't sell all that well. I guess I was wrong? It's so overwhelming that I'm finding it hard to go inside. But after getting such a juicy tip from Kai, I can't let it go to waste. Oh my god, Michi. It's always Michi. After hearing that from Kai yesterday, I immediately interrogated Michi and found out it was true. When I asked for an introduction, he easily gave the okay. Maybe he felt obligated or something. Nonetheless, I can't believe Space Candy is this big. Michi, wearing his usual combo of tracksuit and sandals, strolls into the building. Is he fearless or just shameless? Or maybe it doesn't matter because he's family. Either way, I don't want to be seen with him. Damn! When we're led into the president's office, he immediately greets us. To be honest, he looks like a comedian. That bow tie, though. My first impression is that he's gaudy as heck, but looks like a nice guy. Oh, yeah, the candy-striped suit and bow tie. Oof. The president and Michi share a spirited handshake the moment they meet, then hug. Seeing him lined up next to Michi really emphasizes how much they look alike. Even though they're not father and son, or brothers at that. Do uncles and their nephews really look this similar? My nephew looks exactly like I did when I was his age, so I can attest to that, yes. Plus, how many people are even in the Nagafukata family? I'm sort of curious, but not enough to actually ask. Okay, don't like that. I don't like this conversation. I don't like this topic. Let's move on, please. The Nagafukata family sucks. Disillusioned, I glance around the office. Not only is the president himself gaudy as heck, so is his office. It's like a room straight out of a manga. The decor is not great. Oh, and for some reason, there's a loose bird flying around in here. Is that a parakeet? Wait, hold it. Don't get distracted by the parakeet, Akio. I came here to discuss business. I slap my cheeks to psych myself up. Storm and surge, blast of spirit, gun battle, Jakin! I shout the gun barrel catchphrase in my mind. Excuse? I'm sorry? What's that supposed to mean? Some sort of dialect thing? I'm bothered. I'm not quite sure what they're getting at, but for some reason I find myself annoyed. Oh boy. After I spent 15 minutes explaining the club's history and ideals while Michi just played with a parakeet. That's it? Someone please shut that parakeet up. Ah. Michi, stop laughing and do something. Did I just get turned away? Man, the real world is rough. No, Akio, no. Don't let it get to you. Remember, my saving grace is my endless optimism. So, while our first meeting didn't end in success, it ended with a glimmer of hope. Sometimes you gotta look at the silver lining. Oh my god, let's not. Can we not? Can we not? I'm literally biting my tongue right now. Can we not? Special attack! Gunball blow! Shizuzoom? If only, right? Good lord, that was uncomfortable. Akio shouts like that red comet dude, then tosses me a space candy.
Thank you. I
see a familiar anime on the phone droid screen that Akio is looking at. That's enough to make her happy? I popped the space candy into my mouth. The stimulation is refreshing as always. My jaw dropped so hard that I might have dislocated it. I'm both happy and disappointed at the same time. What mixed feelings?
でもあそこの社長さん結構手強いかも。少なくともミッチーよりは。
スポンサーになってもらえてないの？
インパクトが足りないって。
インパクト？
社長さんの興味を引かせる何かだと思うけど、土曜日は手ぶらで行ったから門前払いだから、今日は種子島審査を持って行ってきたの。一応ほらロボワンの準優勝マシンだし。
結果は？
それがどうですか？ちゃんと動きますよ。ほらほらほら。
ちっちゃいのう。インパクトが足りん。
こうなるとガンツクワンを持ってくしかないんだけど、未完成のものを持ってっても突っぱねられそうだし、完成してから持ってくなんて本末転倒だし、どうしようかな。
Akio plops down on her bed.
スバルくん連れて行けばロボワンチャンプだし。
そう思って今日連れて行こうとしたけど無視された。
相変わらず連戦中なわけね。
カイにも一緒に来てもらおうと思って電話したんだよ。なのに出ないし。
履歴見たけど電話してきたのって午前中じゃん。日曜の午前中は寝てるね。
どうせ夜更かししてゲームしてたんでしょ。
ごめんと。週末の夜は100勝を自分の中でノルマにしてるからね。
Quota. He has a quota. Yeah, 100 wins. This means I gotta play way more than 100 matches. Even at my rank, I can't win 100 out of 100.
ねえ、今度は一緒に来てくれる？
名誉部長でのアピールはもう終わったんでしょ？んじゃ俺の出る幕もないよ。ま、アキちゃんはせいぜい頑張って。
はい、久々に出ました一言発言。前も言ったよね。ガンツクワンのパイロットは会で決まりなんだからね。
またその話？俺やだってば。
別に危なくないから。そもそもガンツクワンは歩くだけのロボで戦ったりしないもん。
転倒したら乗ってる人は死ぬでしょ。
転倒もしません。
He has a fair point. I don't know if I would want to pilot it
パイロ
either.
ットなんかお断りだね。どうしても俺を乗せたいって言うなら勝負を。
しない。
んじゃ俺も乗らないから。
Akio pouts her lips and takes up a stance like she's gonna ruffle my hair up, but I totally ignore her. Like hell, I'm just gonna be safe riding in that paper tiger. Misane may have designed it, but Akio's the one seeing its completion through to the end. And I don't trust Akio Senomiya.
なあ、そうそう。大徳さんのことをロボ部に勧誘してみたよ。もしかするとそのうち顔を出すかも出さないかも。
え、カイもついにロボ部のこと真剣に考えてくれるようになったの？
まさか。大徳さんが暇そうだったからなんとなく誘っただけだよ。
そこは嘘でもその通りだって答えてほしかった。
期待に応えられなくて悪かったね。
Akio lowers her eyes to the phone droid on her lap. The heroine, I think it was Rosetta-chan? Anyway, Rosetta-chan is talking about something.
ねえ、カイ、金曜日って大徳さんとどこ行ったの？
都市伝説スポット巡り。ロシアのブザー音聞いたり、クジラの死骸見たり。
何それ？
I mean, that's about as literal as it gets.
あ、もしかして気になっちゃってる？
やだ、何言ってるの？別にカイが大徳さんとデートしててもうちは気にしないよ。
I mean, there's nothing more romantic than whale corpses, right?
これまで
That's like the height of what. That's what every woman wants, right? No? Am I wrong?
じゃなくて、都市伝説スポットって何なのか気になるかって聞いたんだけど。
Peace. Akio hurriedly stands up from the bed and, for some reason, puts on the glasses sitting on her desk. Oh, here we go.
カイメ、やるようになった。
何が？
What?
うるさい！カイ君。
With perfect timing, or maybe the worst timing, I hear Akio's mom calling from downstairs. Akio quickly exits the room.
俺そんなこと一言も言ってないけど。
うちはこれからお風呂入ろうと思ってたところなの。それじゃノッチよ。
She then hurries downstairs. Good grief, she's mad. Well, I have no reason to stay, so I guess I'll head home. Intense sunlight roasts the asphalt. I can't lie on the runway at this time of year, so I take refuge under a parasol. Oh, that's cool. You can like see the I assume that's like the torso. Like a chest plate. The old airport doesn't have much shade, nor does it have any modern conveniences like an AC or fans. This place sucks during the summer and winter. I complain, but it's not like I can leave Akio by herself, so I have no choice but to tag along. I've been busy with ghost stuff as of late, so I feel like it's been a while since I hung out with Akio after school. Akio is focused on cleaning the hangar since Michi will be arriving soon with parts, scrap, in tow. As for me, who's surprised? By a show of hands, who's surprised? I refuse to help when asked, so here I am kicking ass and taking names in Kill Ballad.
Yashio senpai.
Oh, Subaru's here. That's actually surprising. I raise my head and Subaru is standing before my eyes. I didn't even notice he was here. Sorry, but I was focused on humiliating an opponent who wouldn't stop turtling. What a noob. Needless to say, the hangar lacks a fridge. And anyway, there's no electricity, so it'd be useless. Subaru clearly looks irritated. He declared, eh? For a moment, I struggled to comprehend what he's saying. Akio's really the only one who interacted with him before he joined the club. Though I guess I'm the asshole who threatened him into joining in the first place. Well, yeah, kinda. Even though we bumped into each other a ton. Derp. So this isn't about settling a grudge? I suppose it's perfectly normal to remember the name of your grand finals opponent at Robo 1.
かなり興味深いです。
別に誰にも教わってないよ。何も特別なことはしてないしね。日高君だって初出場で初優勝じゃなかった？
プレアデスとしてはですが、その前に本名で一度出場しています。その時は3位でした。
That's still plenty impressive. Though not as impressive as my showing. Ha.
俺はただ
What a
ギルガラと同じ操作をしてただけ。
What a tool.
それです。あのゲームの操縦方法をホビーロボに流用した発想、あれは誰が？
俺だけど、なんでそんな前のめりになってるわけ
Subaru composes himself, clears his throat, then looks out at the runway.
正直に言えば、あの発想は今後ロボワンの流れに大きな変化を起こすでしょう。それぐらいのエポックメイキングでした。
I don't know about that.
少なくとも専属オペレーターを採用する開発者は増えるでしょうね。勝利のために操縦の上手い人とチームを組むんです。
あ、そうか。
ところで来月ロボワンの世界大会がラスベガスで開催されるのは知っていますか？
世界大会？
史上初の試みです。最近のロボットブームを受けて日本だけで行われてきたロボワンが世界中から選手を集めて開かれるんですよ。
Whoa, this is starting to sound like a shonen manga or something.
それで日本代表は先週の大会で優勝したこの僕が選ばれました。
それはおめでとう。で？
It's then that Subaru turns to me. Was he not always looking at you? His sharp glare digs deep.
ヤシオ先輩、僕と組み
遠慮しとく。
まだ最後まで言ってません。
言わなくていいし聞くつもりもないから。
What a dick! I have a bad feeling about this. My senses are great at picking up on this sort of thing.
いいえ、言わせてもらいます。ヤシオ先輩、僕と組んで世界大会に出てください。具体的には僕の制作した M45 のオペレーターを先輩にお願いしたい。
やだよ、以上。
なぜです？
変なマスクをつけたくないから。
Really?
すべてお見通しということですか？
ってマジでつけさせる
I
つ
was
もりだっ
thinking
た
the
わけ？
same thing. Thought he was just joking.
すでに設定名も決まっています。ミスターヒヤです。
Yeah,
ヒヤデ
this.
スの弟という設定です。
Oh my god.
ノリノリ。
This guy.
でも俺、スバル君と違う。
Well, I want to know what he it is. Is it a star? Star cluster located? Huh.
だって
Stars.
恥っていう概念を理解してる人間なんで。
僕だって好き好んであの格好してるわけじゃありません。
設定名とかつけちゃってるくせによく言うね君。
とにかくオペレーターとしては僕より先輩の方が才能があるんですよ。これは買いかぶりではないしおだてているつもりもありません。実際に対戦してみてそう確信したんです。
君ってさ、ホモなの
Yikes, that was a loud one.
そういうくだらないことを言ってるから僕はロボ部を軽蔑しているんですよ。ヤシオ先輩はロボに対して全く真剣じゃない。いちいち言動が軽いんです。そういうところが気に入らない。生きるのが随分楽でしょうね、先輩って。
Oh, please, get off your high horse.
ええ、僕はあなたが嫌いですよ。もしかしたら部長よりヤシオ先輩の方が嫌いかもしれません。
そりゃどうも。
This guy's just a ball of
オペ
sunshine.
レーターとしての才能は別なんです。
俺に才能があるとしたらそれはオペレーターの才能じゃなくて格ゲーの才能だね。少なくとも格ゲー界じゃ俺はめちゃくちゃ強いよ。世界ランク5位だし。
Granted, this is limited to Kill Ballad.
この際どっちでもいいです。世界大会にはまだ見ぬ強豪が数多く出場してくるでしょう。日本大会優勝者である僕ですら苦戦するのは間違いない。しかしロボワン発祥の地である日本の代表としては上昇を義務付けられているんです。
Now he's just rambling to himself. He looks cool-headed, but he's actually the passionate type. I should have assumed as much, considering he was running around saying, I am Mr. Pleiades. Who does that? I feel like the tables have turned. Originally, Akio was, like, dogging this guy to join the club. Now he's dogging Kai to be the operator. Oh, how the tables have turned.
その上昇という目標はきっと達成できます。
いや、断るって言ってるじゃん。
And Kai is just as, if not more so, adamant in his refusal. Subaru draws even closer to me, ever excited. But I don't retreat. We're engaged in a silent battle of glares. I try to stay cool with a grin on my face. I can't avert my gaze no matter what. If I can just hold the course. At last, Subaru is the one to turn her way. He sighs exasperatedly. Why am I feeling this way? Why does it feel like I'm the bad guy for being selfish and saying no? He's the one who went and made a crazy request, not me. It's just weird that he'd even expect me to say yes when there's nothing in it for me. Subaru flashes me a taunting grin. Is he about to play the if you beat me at Kill Ballad game? Ah, yes! Now the tables have truly turned. The moment he says that, my adrenaline starts to pump. This guy gets it. He actually gets it. Yeah, I was surprised he didn't drop that himself. He was just like, no. Curious if he ever has. If he ever has been in a situation where he made that declaration of beat me in a match and then actually lost. I feel like that can't be very common. Whoops. My laugh finally managed to escape my lips. Wonder if he's actually one of the top 4. To tell the truth, I actually enjoy breaking the spirit of people who with so much baseless confidence. That'd be an interesting reveal. Heal death. Dangma? Hold on. Oh, is that one of the fighters? Maybe. Highlighted by Kane early. Subaru nods at me, serious expression and all. Oh snap! How could this be? How could this happen?
ちょっと二人とも
Crunched.
なんだよ。ゲームばっかりしてないでよ。ミッチーの車からスクラップ運ぶの手伝ってほしいんだけどな。ねえねえ、パーツ結構重いんだよ。そりゃいつもうちとミッチーの二人で運んでたけどさ。二人が手伝ってくれたらもっと早く片付くんだから。でっかい？どうしたの？
He's gonna need a while to recover from this. How could things have turned out like this?
約束は守ってもらいますよ。勝ちは勝ちですから。
勘弁してくれよ。
I'm in shock. How did it end like this?
もしかしてカイ負けたの？
負けた。
うちなんていつも手も足も出ないくらいコテンパンにされてるのに。スバルすごいね。なんか敵を取ってもらったような気分だよ。たぎってきた。まさかカイに勝てる人がこの島にいるなんてな。だって世界ランク6位とかでしょ。
5位。
そうそう5位だとしたらスバルは4位ってこと？
そうはならないでしょう。勝ったとはいえ粘り勝ちのようなものですから。
He's right. This brat is persistent as hell. Out of 22 matches, I only lost once. Just once. But it's true that Subaru is pretty damn good. Okay, so they played 22. I thought it was just he beat him right away. Okay. Yeah. He could easily make it to the top 200 of the world leaderboards. I may be 5th place, and he may be a lower tier ranker, but even I couldn't go undefeated against him. The more matches we play, the more luck starts to be an element. Eventually, my focus gets ground down.
最初からこれを狙ってたか。
一度で勝てるとは僕も思ってませんでしたから。
I screwed up by not setting proper conditions. I should have limited the number of matches. My opponent was Akio. I'm confident I could win 100 out of 100 matches. I let my guard down.
でもまあ、約束は約束だ。なかなか歯応えのある対戦ができたしね。
That alone is satisfying enough in its own right. It's kind of nice knowing that I have such a capable opponent within arm's reach.
しょうがないから、ミスターピコデスになってあげるよ。
Mr. Pico-des.
嫌です。
その世界大会、来月だったっけ？
I have to see this guy. I assume he already made him a costume. Like, that seems like something he'd do.
それまでに M45 をヤシオ先輩仕様に改良します。
And I have to see it.
待ったちょっと待った
Akio suddenly shouts loudly.
何の話？世界大会って。
Subaru offhandedly explains things to her.
来月って来月？ラスベガスってロサンゼルス？
No?
落ち着きなよ、アキちゃん。
Not quite.
いや、だってそんな。まさかスバル好き放題やらせてもらうってこういうことだったの？
ええ、そうです。
そんなのずるいよ。
もしかしてアキちゃんもアメリカ行きたいわけ？だったら代わってあげるけど。
勝手なことを言わないでください。部長じゃ足手まといです。
Ah!
う
Rude.
ちは別に羨ましいとかそういうことを言ってるんじゃなくて、来月の世界大会に出場するなら夏休みはホビーロボにかかりきりになるってことでしょ？
そうなりますね。何か問題が？
だったらガンツクワンはどうなるの？二人にも手伝ってもらわないと困るよ。ロボ部の本業が何か分かってる？ズバリガンツクワンを完成させることなんだからね。
今までだって俺手伝ってなかったじゃん。それに何度も言うけど、 あんな危険なロボに乗り込みたくないよ。
本業というのがどういう意味か知りませんが、僕はこれまでずっとホビーロボをメインにやってきましたから。それに僕が提案した試作1号機の改良案は部長が全て却下したはずです。
あ、そっか、そうだった。そうだったけど。
Akio says nothing further and trudges off towards the parking lot with slumped shoulders. Huh, well that didn't take much. I guess she never stood a chance against a united front of Subaru and I almost feel bad for her. Like, don't be so, why you gotta be so brutal? Brutal in your refusal.
めんどくさいのはお断りなんだけど。
ご心配なく。操縦方法についてはロボ部のホビーロボと同じようにキルバラのシステムを導入するつもりです。
That helps a lot. The only reason I was able to get into the finals was because of the controls were the same as KB.
っていうかさ、ラスベガスでやるってことは最低でも何泊かしなくちゃいけないってこと？
そうなります。
I gotta hang with this guy for days? This is gonna stink. I can feel what little enthusiasm I had vanish.
パスポートは今から申請しておいてください。発行には時間がかかります。
渡航費は自前とか言わないでよ。
それについては日本のロボアン実行委員会が出してくれますから、ご心配なく。
Well, that's a relief.
明日僕の M45 を持ってきます。あの機体の性能や特徴なんかを深いレベルで体に染み込ませるためにね。それとロボ部がロボアンで使っていたあのポンコツホビーロボを見せてもらいたいです。
You dickbag!
名誉部長なら部室の方にいるよ。
名誉部長？
正式名称は種子島新生。でももう一つの顔はロボ部の終身名誉部長。スバル君も敬うように。
そうですか。
Is he mocking me? Man, his sense of humor sucks.
では明日この場所にその種子島新さんを持ってきてください。
ああ、めんどくさいよ。部室でいいじゃん。
いいわけがないでしょう。プレアデスだとバレてしまうじゃないですか。
Is that really such a big deal? Why is he being so careful about this dumb second identity?
とにかく明日はここに集合で。幸いここは人目を避けるにはちょうどいいですから。よろしくお願いします。先輩。
After delivering his frosty words, Subaru leaves.
はあ、面倒なことになった。
I figured that if Subaru joined, I could make him do all the club work that I'd normally have to help with. Instead, I feel like I'm going to have less gaming time than ever. The next day after school, I reluctantly got Akio to open the club room so I can grab the honorary prez.
種子島新さんをスバルはどうするつもりなのかな？
俺に聞かないでよ。とにかく持ってこいって言われたんだ。
Akio carries the honorary prez out of the club room. She stands it up on the lawn.
ハンガーまではカイが持ってってくれるかな？これ結構重くて。
それはいいけど、むき出しのまま持ってけって。東京に持ってった時はキャリーケースに入れてたじゃん。あれ使おうよ。
ケースに入れるには手足をばらさないとだから。カイが分解と組み立てをやってくれるなら別にいいけど。
はいはい。このまま持っていけばいいんでしょ。
I feel like half the dialogue so far is just Kaito whining. For some reason, Akio seems happy as she walks ahead of me.
なんかいいことあったの？
じゃなくて、なんかカイがスバルの子分みたいで面白いんだもん。後輩の言うことを素直に聞いちゃうなんて可愛いね。
What about this situation is even remotely cute?
好きで子分みたいな真似してるわけじゃないよ。
I'd bail on all of this immediately, but I lost an honorable match between men. I gotta keep my promise.
あえて言うなら、格ゲーマーのプライドかな。
At least there's that.
負けは負けでしょ。
だからなんでそこでアキちゃんが嬉しそうなのさ。
だってつまりうちだって勝ちさえすればカイに何でも言うこと聞かせられるわけで、たぎってきた。
たぎられてもね。アキちゃんって俺との対戦数はかなりこなしてるけど、前からずっとガチャプレイじゃん。進歩ないんだよね。せめてコンボぐらい覚えなきゃ。出ないと万に一つしか俺に勝てる可能性はないよ。
I'm undefeated against Akio.
ヘタっぴですいませんね。じゃあこういうのはどう？もうすぐ夏休みでしょ。そしたら朝も夜も関係なく勝負を挑むの。朝5時とかにカイの部屋に突撃して無理やり叩き起こしちゃうんだよ。寝起きでぼーっとしてるカイトならいい勝負になりそう。
そういう奇襲みたいなことしても無駄だから。俺が付き合わなくちゃそもそも勝負は始まらない。
だったら3日ぐらい徹夜でカイに休ませる暇を与えずに勝負し続けるっていうのは？集中力絶対切れちゃうって。
俺だけじゃなくアキちゃんもね。それに俺眠くなったら寝るし。
Akio finally seems to realize that her plan was undercooked. She stops talking. The abandoned hotel stands in front of the old airport. Frau Kujiro is its current owner and only inhabitant. I never really paid much attention to it, but I've had this strange feeling since yesterday. For some reason, Akio lowers her voice as she points them out to me.
マジ？
うちも昨日気づいたの。正面に2台、あと裏口に1台。入り口の自動ドアとかはね、壊れたままっぽいのに、監視カメラだけ新品ですごく変な感じ。
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. She said she was gonna be staying here. She said she was gonna get security, right?
それってなんだっけ？
警備会社だよ。
はあ、なるほど。
Jeez, Frau, isn't this a bit much?
中に誰かいるのかな？
いるよ。コウジロフラウ、ヒルバラの作者。
え？
Oh, a message.
メール、受信。
Message. Oh god. The face. Mr. Umisho, are you interested in hunting cheaters? The fastest animal on Earth? That's a cheetah. What I am talking about are those chews that use cheats on KB. Can you help me? If K, please contact. Considering the timing, I reflexively look at— did that say cringeworthy? Okay. God. I reflexively look up at the corner room on the 3rd floor. It kind of looks like the window just got shut. She was totally watching us. I go back to checking the contents of the message. Cheetah. To be honest, I hate cheaters so much that I'd gladly help hunt them down if it meant getting rid of them. Especially because the KB leaderboards are totally rotten right now. This is just my speculation, and I have no concrete evidence, just the gut feeling I get during matches. The people ranked 3rd to 1st are all cheaters. If Frau is making moves to eliminate cheaters, I'd love nothing more than to help cleanse the leaderboards. Frau Kujiro is a weirdo, so I don't really want to be friends. I do, however, still have interest in her as the creator of Kill Ballad. I'll think on it for a bit. I close my phone droid without replying. That's, I mean, rude, but... Guy is the gamer police, right? Knock knock, open up. We reach the front of the hangar. Subaru is waiting, fully prepared. As at his feet stands the hobby robot I fought in the grand finals, M45.
待った。
別に。それよりここに来る途中で誰かに見られたりしませんでしたか？
なんで？
スバルってば映画の見過ぎなんじゃない？誰もあんたのことなんか気に留めたりしないって。
茶化さないでくれますか？こっちは真剣なんです。
そんなにプレアですってバレたくないんだ。
いろいろ複雑な事情があるんですよ。
どんなスコールおごるから教えてよ。
部長のその無神経さは軽蔑に値しますね。他人のプライベートに何の迷いもなく踏み込んでこないでもらえますか。
Subaru's sharp words hit Akio right where it hurts. She looks like she's about to faint in agony on the spot. I'll just leave her be.
名誉部長持ってきたけど。
I stand it up next to M45. The champion bot in second place bot from this year's Robo 1. Two heroes standing in a rural abandoned airport.
やっぱりそっちはでかいね。
I get a much better feel for its size outside of Robo 1.
でも見た目が美しくないよ。
Akio grumbles from her position lying on the ground. She's like a child throwing a tantrum.
どういうことです？
かっちょいい側をつけたらって話。むき出しでかわいそうなんだもん。
そんな無駄なものをつけるつもりはありません。
ああ、そうですか。
そんなことより部長、種子島審査のプログラム見せてもらってもいいですか
？Akio pops up.
うちらのプログラムを参考にしたいの？どうしよっかな。これはロボ部員が代々築き上げてきた汗と涙の結晶だしな。まあでもスバルもロボ部員になったことだし、しょうがないから特別に見せてあげよう。部員になってよかったね。
She's puffing her chest out proudly for some reason. But this is nothing for you to brag about, Akio. Most of the current honorary prez's programming was written by Frau Kujiro in a single day, based on the KB system. True. Subaru connects a cord from his phone droid to the honorary prez.
スバル君ってさ、プログラムもわかる人？
ある程度は。ホビーロボを作る上ではプログラムも組めなきゃ話になりませんよ。
Subaru groans as he looks at the monitor.
このプログラムは何が何やらすごいことをやってるようには見えるけど、一目見たぐらいじゃ僕には理解できないな。
In other words, it's too advanced. If even Subaru groans while looking at it, Akio and I would probably get a headache if we tried.
このプログラムは誰が？まさか部長ですか？
まさか。
幸次郎フラウ。
誰です？
キルバラの作者。世間じゃフラウ幸次郎だと思われてた人。
Until the week before last, I didn't think twice about that name. I figured she was a man in his 20s or 30s.
本名は古郡コナ。この前うちの学校に引っ越してきた。
いや、あの東京から来た変な言葉遣いの女子がキルバラの作者。
Did he just nya?
僕のクラスメイトですよ。
ああ、そうなんだ。
転校初日に来て以来一度も登校してきてませんが。
いきなり休んでるの？病弱なのかな？
単なるサボりでしょう。見るからに人と接するのが苦手そうでしたし、引きこもっているんじゃないですか。
でもその引きこもり女がキルバラのプログラムもその名誉部長のプログラムも書いた。名誉部長のプログラムについてはたった1日でね。
1日？これを？
そのおかげで種子島新さんにはキルバラと同じ操縦方法を採用することができたわけなのだよ。これが本番直前だったんだから部長のうちとしてはヒヤヒヤものだったけどね。
道理で側や設計はポンコツなのに中身だけ化け物なはずだ。 謎がようやく解けましたよ。ロボ部の快進撃の秘密は部とは無関係な人間が組んでくれたプログラムのおかげだったと。
何それ。それじゃまるでうちや会が何もしてないみたいじゃん。
部長は何かしたんですか？
したよ。そのプログラムを徹夜で実装したし、種子島新さんをオーバーホールしたのだってうちなんだから。
And paid for all the material. I mean, not the material other than the stuff we needed the prize money for, but still.
そうなんだよ。9年間も動かしてなかったものだから整備も大変だったわけよ。
Like, she got a bunch of advances on her lap. Come on. Like, all the money came from her. At least give her that. Akio looks puzzled for a moment, then grins.
パクるの？
そう言いたいのであればどうぞ。少なくとも僕にはキルバラのプログラムを組む技術はありませんから。しかし M45 にはヤシオ先輩がオペレーターをするにあたってどうしてもキルバラ操縦システムを組み込んでおきたいんです。
So that's why he had me bring Tanagashi Machine 3 here.
コージロフラウならすぐそこに住んでるから行ってみれば。
すぐそことは
駐車場の向かいの廃墟ホテル、あそこに住んでる。
そうなんですか。
Subaru thinks to himself for a moment, puts down his phone droid, then runs off.
ちょっと行ってきます。
おやお
And he's
や、
gone.
アグレッシブなことで。
Or are we he? We are he. Even at a jog, the abandoned hotel that Yashio-senpai spoke of takes less than 3 minutes to reach. Stationed at the entrance are brand new surveillance cameras and an intercom, completely out of place on the building. I try pressing the intercom button. The ringing sound reverberates through the interior of the building. I guess the electricity is working. A reply comes quickly. Gonna be something weird. A girl's voice. I can't believe she actually lives in this abandoned building. People always say that geniuses tend to be eccentric weirdos. Does she have strange tastes, or is she just an idiot? I mean, she's clearly not an idiot. Come on now. Judging by her words and actions on the day she transferred, she seems to be a gloomy person. I hold back a sigh of exasperation. That's not the password. And not the password. For some reason, she hangs up immediately. I try pressing the button again. Why won't she answer? Come on. No matter how many times I press the button, she won't answer. She already responded once, so she can't possibly pretend she isn't at home. At a loss, I click my tongue gently. It only takes about 10 minutes for Subaru to come back. He basically pretends nothing happened. I mean, to be fair, pretty much nothing happened. I'm guessing Kujiro didn't want anything to do with him.
さて、ヤシオ先輩には M45 の性能と世界大会での使用について説明しておくべきですね。この前対戦したので、ある程度は分かっていると思いますが、彼はパワータイプのホビーロボです。
What a silly interlude, just him running off, getting rejected at the door, running back. That's hilarious. For a moment, I have no idea who he's talking about, but I guess he means his... Oh. I guess he means his robot. So he personifies them, eh?
切り捨てました。パワー重視の戦い方を前提にした設計思想です。ロボ部の種子島新さんとは正反対のコンセプトですね。基本は間合いに入ってきた対戦相手へのつかみ、投げが必勝パターンとなります。
マッチプレイでしょ。俺あんまり好きじゃないんだよな。格ゲーじゃ嫌う人多いから。
ロボ案においても積極的に攻めなければ注意されます。
決勝戦の時もスバルは怒られてたよね。
注意
怒られすぎると警告になって1ポイント失っちゃうんだよ。だからカイも気をつけてね。
怒られたのではなくて注意ですから。それにあれは僕だけでなく双方にもっと動けという注意ですから。ルールも把握してないとはさすがは三流ロボ部の部長ですね。
あ
あ、何その嫌味な言い方。
僕は事実を言ったまでですよ。
まあ今のは無神経なアキちゃんが悪いね。ミスタープレアデスのプライドを傷つけちゃいけない。
プレアデスと言わないでください。
Meow! Oh my god, he does. He's got like, he gets like cat attributes when he gets flustered. That's hilarious. Meow? Oh yeah, didn't he do that before when we like blackmailed him? Subaru's face turns bright red and he sighs to try and recollect himself. That's so funny.
間合いの狭さについては対策済みです。パイルバンカー、この前の決勝で見せた腕の特殊機構です。
Those were a real pain in the ass.
あれ、やっぱりパイルバンカーって呼び方だったんだね。J バビロンはロケットパンチって言ってたけど。
I feel like a good drinking game would be to take a shot every time Kaito calls something a pain in the
パ
ass.
イルバンカーです。
だよね。それ以外の言い方はないよね。
当然です。
What's with these two? They actually agree on this one point. Is the name really that important?
そういえばあのパイルバンカーやたら間合い
I
が広かった。
honestly, I've never heard the term pile bunker
こい
before.
つの腕の長さとは見合わないくらい。気のせい？
いえ、錯覚ではないと思います。パイルバンカー射出時には腰を90度ひねってるんですよ。これによりおよそ5センチは間合いが伸びます。パイルバンカーを装着したことによりミドルレンジでの攻撃が可能になりました。審判に怒られることもこれでなくなったわけです。ただこのパイルバンカーは連発すると凄まじくバッテリーの消費が激しい。そこで M45 はワイヤレス電源を採用しています。
ワイヤレスって普通じゃないかな。ポケコンの充電だってワイヤレスマットでやってるんだし。
The charger for phone droids is a mat only a few millimeters thin. Simply placing a tablet on the mat charges it.
それは電磁誘導タイプと呼ばれるものですよ。
Subaru's tone is filled with contempt, like he's saying, "Why are you bringing up something so irrelevant?"
ワイヤレスではありますが、マットにほとんど触れているくらいの距離に置いておかないと充電できないでしょ。M45 に採用しているものはそれとはタイプが違います。電波磁場共鳴型ですから。
Akio starts tilting her head mid-sentence. Of course, if Akio doesn't know what he's talking about, neither do I.
例えば、トップレベルのオペラ歌手は自らの声を共鳴させてコップを割ったりすることもできる。そんな話を聞いたことはありませんか？
ありません。
同じく。
それ必殺技みたいなもの？
部長はアニメの見過ぎです。何が必殺技ですか？誰を殺すつもりか教えてください。
そんなムキにならなくてもいいでしょ。じゃあ教えてよ、どんな仕組みなのか。
Oh, if your opponent is made of glass.
共鳴だと言って
Then it's lethal.
声も音も空気を振動させることによるエネルギーなんです。
Oh boy, I'm already lost. I don't really care about any of this. Can I play Kill Ballad instead?
そしてあらゆる物体には固有振動数というものが存在します。物体に振動エネルギーを外から与えた場合、固有振動数が近ければ近いほどその物体も強く振動してしまう。それが共鳴、あるいは共振と呼ばれる現象です。さっきの例で言うなら、物体がコップで外からの振動エネルギーがオペラ歌手の声ですね。オペラ歌手は コップと全く
Oh,
同一
should,
の固有
should I be
振動数
taking notes? Should I
声により探り合う。
notes?
その結果、コップ
Is
は
this gonna be on the test?
ほほう。でもそれうちにもできそうなもんだけどな。
オペラ歌手と同じ声量を部長が出せると。
あ、そっか。声の大きさも重要なんだね。
声量が大きければ大きいほどエネルギーも強大になるんです。コップを割ってしまうほどにね。
でも M45 にはそんな音を出す装置は積んでなかったような。
オペラ歌手の話は単に共振のことを説明するための例です。それをそのままワイヤレス電源に当てはめないでくれますか。ワイヤレス電源は距離の離れた2つのコイルを共振装置として使うものです。送信側のコイルに電流を流すことで周囲の電場と磁場を共振させる。これにより受信側コイルにも電流が流れるという仕組みです。搭載している蒸気ット社製のワイヤレス電源なら送受信機が20メートル以上離れていても問題なく共振する性能があります。
へえ。
ワイヤレス電源を使うメリットは3つ。M45 にとって一番大きいのはさっきも言ったように試合中の電池切れの心配がなくなること。電源オンの時は常時電流を送り続けるようになっていますからね。いついかなる時だろうと心置きなくパイルバンカーを連射できます。2つ目はメンテナンスのしやすさ。電池交換の必要がなくなるので地味に作業量が減って助かります。そして最後に熱暴走がなくなったことですね。電池と違って熱がこもらないんです。ホビーロボにおいては熱は意外と強敵ですから、ボディが歪むなんてことはザラで、それが故障や不具合の原因になることもよくありました。重量は普通のバッテリーより少し重いくらいなんですがね。そのデメリットを差し引いてでもワイヤレス電源の搭載は必須だったんですよ。
なんか宣伝されてるみたいだね。そのワイヤレス電源欲しくなっちゃったよ。でもお高いんでしょ。
ホビーロボ用ですからせいぜい数万円ですよ。
せいぜい数万？うちは毒に数千円払うのさえヒーヒー言ってるのに。
Akio closes in on Subaru. Her eyes look bloodshot.
そんな大金どこで手に入れたの？答えなさい、スバル。
I mean, he's won like 2 of those, right? I think second place was $1 million, so
ロボアンの優勝賞金ですが。
I imagine he's, well, maybe not loaded. I imagine he spends a lot of it on upkeep and whatnot. And just like that, Akio is despondent.
賞金か。賞金ね。
Yeah, prize
いい
money.
な。自由に使えて。
It always comes back to money. I guess she still hasn't let go of that. Not that it's got anything to do with me.
さて、難しい話は終わった？
With things sounding about done, I make the conscious decision to cut in. Who cares about the mechanical details?
さっさと俺に関係ある話をしてよ。いつまでもダラダラと話に付き合ってられない。
It's taking up my precious kill ballad time.
世界大会ではこの M45 をヤシオ先輩に操縦してもらいます。基本的な軌道については変更するつもりはありません。なので戦い方はヤシオ先輩の方で M45 に合わせてもらうことになります。
DLC の追加機体って考えればいいわけでしょ。なんとかするよ。
ここで問題が一つ。ヤシオ先輩用の仕様として M45 にもキルバラの操縦システムを採用しようと思っていたんですが、まさか本物のキルバラの作者がプログラムを書いているとは思ってもみませんでした。おかしいと思ったんです。どう見てもチャランポランでいい加減なロボ部の2人にはキルバラに似たプログラムを組み込むなんてできるわけがないので。
カイ、後輩にバカにされてるよ。
アキちゃんもね。
野郎の刑に処するか。
From the corner of my eyes, I see Hakio menacingly wiggling her fingers on both hands. I sigh.
さっきコウジロフラウに会いに行ったじゃん。なんて言ってた？
イルスを使われました。
Ah, I see. So he didn't even get to talk to her.
プログラムは彼女のものなわけですから、同意を得られない限り使うことはできません。協力してもらえなかった場合、キルバラ操縦システムは諦めるしかない。
おいおい、約束が違うんじゃない？俺はキルバラと同じ操作方法じゃなきゃ大会には出ないよ。そもそもそれじゃなきゃ操縦もできないし。
ヤシオ先輩はフルゴーリとは知り合いなんですか？
知り合いってほどじゃない。たまにネット上でチャットしたことがあるくらい。ダメ元でキルバラのソースをくれって頼んだら、なぜかホビーロボ用にアレンジしたプログラムを1日で作ってくれたのさ。
あの時は本当に助かったな。あ、そういえばうちその人にまだお礼言ってない。
別にしなくていいんじゃない？
ヤシオ先輩、フルゴーリを説得してもらえませんか？僕じゃ相手にされないので。
ああ、めんどくさいよ。
お願いします。それともまた勝負しますか
Sparrow's good enough that if we fought 100 matches, I'd probably lose thrice. In other words, given enough time, he's in a position where he could get me to do anything. I'm gonna really have to start setting some rules.
イルスを1回使われたぐらいでめげちゃいけないな。もう少しは努力しなよ。俺だって君には善意で付き合ってやってるんだから。俺の方も一応話は聞いてみるけどさ。
お願いします。
あのさ、もしプログラム使っちゃダメって言われたらどうするの？
俺は出ないよ。
じゃあロボワンには出ずにガンツクワン作りに専念を。
それはないけどね。
ヤシオ先輩が出られないなら僕が一人で出場するだけです。
でもガンツクワンのことを忘れないでくれないかな。早く取り掛からないと万博に間に合わないよ。
俺にパイロットをやらせるって話を却下するなら考えてあげてもいい。
僕の提案した案を採用してもらえるなら9月以降はたまに手伝ってあげてもいいです。
Akio hits me with her usual hair-ruffling attack, then distances herself from us.
二人とも人ごとすぎだよ。もう。
なんです今の。
八つ当たりみたいなものだよ。君も気をつけなよ。
ナンセンスですね。
まあね。
I bitterly smile and fix up my hair. Subaru faces me and offers me a controller.
少し動かしてみますか。キルバラシステムは入れてませんか？
いや、だったらいいや。
I then turn to look at M45. I ask one of the questions that's been on my mind since Robot 1.
あのパイルバンカーさ、照準はどうやってたの？
照準なんて必要ありませんよ。一直線上に相手が来たら射出するだけです。
Y 軸調整は？
The y-axis, up and down. M45 and the Honorary Prez have totally different heights. It's not just the Honorary Prez either. Hobby robots come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. When facing a short hobby robot, if M45 leveled its arm horizontally and fired, there's a good chance it'd whiff.
次の対戦相手の大まかな高さを調べて調整を。パイルバンカー打撃時に腕を前方へ伸ばすわけですが、その角度を固定してしまうんです。
それじゃあ距離によっては当たらない可能性だってあるじゃん。
だからこそ使用はミドルレンジに限定してるんですよ。
I get it now.
こいつの頭にカメラつけて FPS 視点にすれば、そしたらキルバラみたいに照準も定められる。
そこまで高度なシステムを導入してもプログラムが複雑になるだけです。それに FPS 視点は視界が圧倒的に狭い。後方視界を自分から捨てるのはありえません。普通にリングを俯瞰してみた方が状況を把握しやすいでしょう。あらゆる意味でナンセンスです。
You just have to get used to it. I spend who knows how many hours a day fighting in a first-person perspective.
まあ、パイルバンカーの射出スピードなら細かく狙う必要なんてないか。あんなの誰も避けられないしね。何？
Subaru gives me a probing look.
でもヤシオ先輩はそのパイルバンカーをかわした。
まあね。
He probably wants to know about my attack.
あの時の反応速度は尋常じゃありませんでした。ナンセンスの一言で済むものじゃない。聞いてもいいですか？あの時一体何をしたのか。
答えたくはない。
I don't want to think about my attacks, and I certainly don't want to talk about them. If I could, I'd make them go away forever right here and now. But it's already been 9 years since the accident. The MF and enemy mass fainting incident. That's what they called it in the newspaper headlines. The MF and enemy was a ferry linking Kagoshima Harbor to Tanagashima's Nishinomote Harbor. 9 years ago, September 11, 2010, on the very same day that TNSC launched the HIIA, is it H2? HIIA Rocket Flight 18. I assume an incident occurred. About 30 minutes before arriving at Nishinomote, 110 passengers and crew began complaining about feeling ill. Within minutes, everyone aboard the ferry had lost consciousness. For about 30 minutes, the ship was left running out of control and drifted into the East China Sea. Fortunately, most folks woke up, and thanks to the captain's spot-on orders, there were no casualties. The MF and enemy resumed operations and safely arrived an hour behind schedule, and was barely covered by the media. However, no matter how much the police investigate, the cause of the mass fainting remains unknown. Also, some of the passengers were left with serious after effects. That's me and Akiho. At the time, we were just 4th graders in elementary school. It was normal at our school to ride the ferry between Kagoshima and Tanagashima for ship field trips. It was a Saturday, and there was supposed to be a rocket launch that night, so I really didn't want to go. We were gonna head to Kagoshima in the morning, sightseeing Kagoshima for half a day, and then return via an enemy at night. After the accident, Akio was left unconscious for 2 days, and me for 3. Misane said that everyone thought we'd never wake up, but somehow, Akio and I miraculously came back. Since then, me and Akio have had what we now call slow-mo and fast-forward. These attacks are our after effects. There are others who were left with after effects too. Our ages all vary, as do the type of attacks. Things ranging from mild insomnia to serious memory loss. There's no consistency or relation in their symptoms. Doctors call it elephant-mouse syndrome, apparently. For me, 1 second reality is expanded to about 30 seconds of perception. From the outside, my reflexes seem superhuman. According to the doc, during slow-mo, only 1 second passes, but my heart rate jumps to tens of times over the norm. Simply put, it beats about 30 times in a single second. Jesus. Nobody's really sure how that alters my perception, though. Akio's fast forward is the exact opposite. Her heart only beats 3 times in 30 seconds. God. The cause and cure are both unknown. The doctors just kind of gave up after a while. A year after the accident, due to a series of serious malfunctions, the anemone was scrapped. It's rare for ferries to be junked like that, so some think it's proof that the MF and enemy was at fault. The truth remains in the dark. Geez, there are so many unknowns that I want to laugh at how annoying it is.
Senpai.
Yeah, that's brutal.
大丈夫ですか？
え？何が？
急に黙り込んだので。
Subaru doesn't look remotely worried with his sour expression. Frankly, I'd be more creeped out if he was worried.
君のせいで嫌なことを思い出しちゃってたんだよ。
そうですか。でもあくまで教えるつもりはないと。
少なくとも必殺技なんかじゃないとだけ言っておくよ。あと、アキちゃんにもこのことは聞くの禁止ね。
部長にも関係があると。
これ以上聞くなら、プレアデスの正体を学校中に言いふらす。
あの超反応は任意ですか？ それとも偶然ですか？
I feel like that should end in a question mark, but
偶然というのが正
that's
しい。
just me.
そうですか。では戦術としては考えないことにします。
Looks like he doesn't intend on digging any deeper. It really helps that he's so understanding. Yeah, understanding, that's the word.
そうしたら教えてよ。それまで俺は手伝うつもりはないから。
That's what I've always done up till now, so if I give Subaru a special treatment, Akio would have my head.
それと君と話してる
Or
と
hair
少
at
し
the very
息苦しい
least.
んだよね。真面目すぎじゃない？アキちゃんみたいに適度に能天気な方がよっぽどいい。
Oops, I accidentally said what I was thinking.
僕としては先輩たちの能天気さにはヘドが出ますけどね。
そりゃどうも。
It's kind of refreshing to have someone be so nasty, so I end up laughing at his words. I mean, they're both dicks in their own way, right? Like, they're both just kind of assholes. And so, I daringly return to Uchugaoka Park. Oh, is it ghost time? It's stupid not to come to my favorite place because of some ghost. I'm willing to go toe-to-toe with a ghost for my peaceful and comfortable gamer life if my attacks actually hit. I challenge you, ghost. You have to beat me in a game of Kill Ballad in order to haunt me. It's been 2 hours since I started playing Kill Ballad here. I can't really focus well today, so I've lost to lower tier rankers 4 times. There are no signs of anything supernatural happening. I keep getting messages from mom saying, "Come home soon," piling up in my inbox. I'm hungry, so I guess I should go soon. Oh dear. Oh dear. I definitely just heard a voice.
アプリ終了。
I glance at my surroundings. It's night and the area is pitch black. In terms of visible light sources, there's the moon and the lights at the Uchugaoka tracking station below. Just added park. I can read, I swear. Oh, and Uchugaoka Park's lone street light near the entrance of Town Hall. There are no cars driving by, and even the insects have gone silent. The wind is barely blowing. Oh, it's Gejine. Bam, there it is. A message from Gejine.
メール受信。
No. Is it the same one every time? I'm in no way gonna check, because that's a lot of letters and numbers, but I'm curious if it's like a consistent jumble of mishmash of random letters.
手が込んでるよね、ほんと。
I'm getting really annoyed. Am I being pranked, or is this really a ghost? Ghost! Either way, I've come this far. Might as well see things through to the end. I'm sick and tired of having any more of my sacred... I was gonna say scared. Sacred gaming time wasted.
誰かいますか?
Of course, there's no response. No auditory hallucinations either. The source of that voice is hiding somewhere. Where could they be? Wasn't it... Hold on. Wasn't it this being open? I think this, like, opened on its own. We find the ghost? Where's the ghost? Oh, God, it's... motion control. Ah! Nah, no ghost. Oh, that's gonna make me puke. I purposely ignore the woods shrouded in darkness. I'm not so reckless as to go charging deep into the dark at a time like this. In that case, there are 2 candidates. Uchugaoka Park and the Uchugaoka tracking station. The latter is a JAXA facility, so anyone but staff are forbidden from entering. Datoku-san said the mysterious buzzing sound is probably a JAXA experiment, but it could be trouble if I went in there without permission, so I'll save it for later. Thus, by process of elimination, I decide to check around Uchugaoka Park.
この郷土館って昔から廃墟だよな。
The glass door is locked tight with a chain, so I can't enter. I doubt anyone would get mad if I broke in, but I'm not crazy enough to ignore the consequences of breaking the glass. I try to peek inside, but it's too dark to see anything. Maybe I should come back when it's light out. We all know, everyone knows that ghosts don't show up when it's light out. Come on now. Ugh, but I literally just heard that voice and got a message. The culprit may still be near. This is my best chance to track them down. While getting to the front is impossible, there might be another way in from the side. The thick weeds are taller than I am, so it'll probably be tough getting through, but it's all or nothing. I managed to make it to the radar tower, but this was way tougher than I expected. The weeds and branches scratched me up pretty bad. Ow. It's so dark that I can barely see my footing, so I take my phone droid out and turn on the light. Okay, alright. That wasn't cool. Didn't like that. Thank you. Oh geez, it's just adult. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of that. A poorly made papier-mâché doll stares at me through the window. Wait, I remember seeing this thing way back when I was a kid. I was so scared that I clung to Misane. Could this be Gejine? I wiped the sweat from my brow. Maybe I'll turn off the light for now. Yeah, maybe turn off the light for now. The radar tower is surrounded by a metal fence, preventing me from getting close. I doubt someone would hide here anyways. It's hard to imagine any girl being gutsy enough to climb this tower in pitch black. As for the building windows, all but the one with the doll are closed up with metal plates. I can't see inside. You know, I get that they wanted to seal it up, but isn't this a bit much? How did I not find this strange before? Something's off about all this.
Oh.
I spot an exterior staircase. I'm a local, yet I never knew these stairs even existed. Just goes to show how unwelcoming this place has always been, what with the weeds and all. I touch them with my hand and confirm that they're made of concrete. There doesn't seem to be any risk of collapse. Heck, I might be able to get in through the second floor. While staying on guard, I carefully climb up, making sure each step is silent. When I reach the second floor, the view opens up. It's still the middle of the night, so I can't see a thing. But hey, if nothing else, there are no weeds in the way. Lucky me. There's only a door at the top of the stairs. Naturally, it's locked. Off to the side is what appears to be a terrace of some sort. I climb over the railing to reach it. From there, I'm able to reach the second floor hall to the south and a narrow detachment on the north side. Unlike the first floor's windows, the second floor hall's glass door isn't sealed up. I try opening it. Gasp, it's locked. And the culprit can't be here either. As I turn to leave, I spot something. Not a ghost. But one of the windows is broken, with enough space for a hand to slip through. I peek through the glass door and into the hall. Inside here? Is this where the so-called Gejine is? But wait, if the window is broken, then the female culprit has to actually physically exist, right? Or no, I could be getting misled by the handle name and the female voice. They could totally be a man. It's actually scarier to think that the culprit could be a real person and not a ghost. Yeah, that is... A bit nervous, I pull out my phone droid. Okay, you got me again. Enough of that. Thank you. Stop! There! I saw something move. And it was only on the Iruo screen. My naked eyes didn't see a thing. Yeah, so it is, yeah. So there, am I dealing with a ghost or a flesh and blood human? Which is it? I'm getting more and more irritated. After seeing this, no matter what it is, I can't go home until I find the truth. Before I realize what I'm doing, I put my hand through the broken window. I undo the lock, open the window, then step into the hall. It's spacious, about 20 tatami mats in size. It's pretty dusty too. I turn on my phone droid's light again. Okay, I'm preparing myself for whatever they're about to throw at me. The dust is just piled up on the wooden floor. There are footprints all over the place. Men's footprints. These must belong to whoever broke the window, but that doesn't mean they're Gejine. A more reasonable assumption would be that they're like me, someone completely unrelated who entered on their own. When I go further into the hall, I spot stairs leading down. It's totally dark down there. Of course it is. Most of the first floor windows are sealed up, so even the park's few lights can't enter. Going any further is going to be impossible. Even for me, that'd be way too dangerous. I mean, what if something attacked me in the darkness? No way, Jose. I like how that's just something he says. I'm not skilled enough to do a backstep and hit the enemy with a combo while they're recovering.
Huh?
Huh? Am I hearing things? What was that buzzing noise? Where did it come from? Below? Or was it the radar tower nearby? Is someone logging into AOL right now? I'm not sure. It sort of sounded like I was hearing it from all sides. I try returning to the hall. There's no way I can go downstairs. It's way too scary. If there is a ghost, there's no doubt that it'd be hiding down there.
Yeah, そもそも幽霊なんているわけないけどね。
I joke, but imagine if the ghostly Gejine had already crept up right next to me like in a horror movie. Turn to the left. I have no ability to sense the supernatural. I sure as heck never thought I'd be doing this. This whole situation feels like a test of courage or something. But if this is a prank, who would the mastermind be? I doubt it'd be someone totally unrelated to me. I mean, look at how elaborate all this has been. My money's on Michi, just because it's always Michi. Whatever the question is, who did that? It's Michi. It's always Michi. Unless they have a crazy grudge against me, why would they go this far? So then, who would have a grudge against me? Do I know anyone like that? Maybe some lower tier KB ranker I beat got heated and is trying to mess with me? Unlikely. The person closest to me would be Akiho. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a grudge because of how I treat her. But quite frankly, she isn't smart enough to pull off something this complex. Oh, you made a meme? Let me see. That's funny. I'm gonna play Kill Ballad. Damn, Gejin is spooky. Oh god. Oh, I clicked something. What have I done? Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Fixed it. She isn't smart. Rude. Also rude, but... Okay, I'm preparing myself again. They're gonna throw more stuff at me, and I need to not jump every time. I should at least examine this hall carefully. I found something. Is here a power mark? I try tapping it, and the icon shakes slightly, then displays a tag like a manga speech bubble. That's right. Does this power mark AR tag have some connection to a device somewhere? Maybe inputting the password allows the power to be turned on and off. I have a bad feeling about this. I should probably ignore this thing. If I mess around with it, I could end up getting wrapped up in something super annoying. Again? I heard Genji's voice again. I mean, kinda, yeah. At this point, I can hear her voice. There's some static, but I can hear her. Considering her timing, she seems to be replying to me. I point the phone droid screen in the direction of the noise. There. There, floating in the darkness, is a white body wrapped in a faint light. There's no wind in the room, yet her hair, large ribbon, and the edges of her skirt sway around. That's a ribbon. I don't know why it just occurred to me that the black thing around her hair is a ribbon. It is a big ribbon. Lightly, softly. And there she lands. Her frame both delicate and small. She looks like a doll from another world. She's a young girl. This is getting so weird. She's real, no matter how I cut it. Either that or you're having a psychotic break, my guy. She's not animated, and she's not a polygonal model. She looks like a real live girl. Is she a ghost? The girl's mouth moves in sync with her voice. That's how talking works generally. I hear her voice coming from the phone droid speaker. Oh, I see. There's some static, but I can hear her. And she's not in real life, though. Even when I put the phone droid into sleep mode, her voice comes through. No way. No way. This is ridiculous. A ghost? Please. I finally get it now. It's all clear now. There's no ghost in Uchigoka Park. I'm losing my mind. This girl is an Iruo app, an AI. That AR just now, the power mark, was most definitely her activation. So but that makes no sense. She was talking to you before that. It's not that she looks real. She is real. There's an idol or an actress who served as the model. Then they took the video of that model and are controlling it as CG. There's nothing special about this technology. I mean, not a day goes by where you don't see CG people on TV who look just like the real deal. Hell, even the girl in front of me, upon closer inspection, has traces of processing in the color of her hair. God, I'm such a dope for getting scared over this. What a dumb punchline. The AI girl spins her palms around the top of her head for some reason. It's like she's receiving some sort of signal. She doesn't even try to answer my question. I have no clue how many years ago the system got added, but I guess it doesn't have the ability to answer autonomously. This is so embarrassing. I've been seriously talking to an Iruo app this whole time. Oh, her voice. I try answering her, and she responds with a charmingly innocent and happy smile. Ulri? Irie. That definitely says Ulri, but okay, it's Irie. Hold on, did she just say my name? Did she steal my geotag when we were talking just now? Geotag info doesn't contain anything too sensitive, but I don't like the idea of someone taking my personal info. I got careless because of how she looks. There's no way for me to know if this AI is harmless or not.
答えてくんない。なんで俺の名前知ってるわけ？
ゲジネが取ってきてくれました。
I knew she was Gejine. She literally just said she wasn't Gejine. The AI character pays no mind to the fact that I've raised my guard against her, and instead continues to smile.
アイリはずっとお兄ちゃんのことを見てましたので。
That's never a good thing to hear.
ずっとってどれくらいだよ。
お兄ちゃんがまだ小さい頃、ロケット打ち上げを見に来てたりした頃です。
The last time I watched a rocket launch was 8 years ago. Has this AI been running for that long? A chill runs down my spine. This ghost-like thing has been watching me this entire time. Meanwhile, I've just been playing Kill here like it was no big deal.
説明してよ。何者なのか。単なるアプリとは思えない。
アイリはですね、難しい説明はできないです。
AI の分際でごまかさないでくれない。
でも、
Rude.
自分でもよく分かってなくてですね。
She has a troubled look on her face. These expressions are probably just part of her programming.
どうしても説明が欲しいですか？
欲しいね。当然でしょ。
I super duper
わかり
do.
ました。だったらゲジネを呼び出してもらうしかないです。
君がゲジネじゃないの？
There's another AI running around. A cold sweat drips down my back. I quickly glance around, but of course there's no sign of anyone. It's just an Eero app after all.
では、アイリをタップしてください。
Okay.
は？
そうすると、
This is getting so
ゲジネ
weird.
に切り替わりますので。
Is this all again? Is it I? Oh, AI, capital AI, because AI. Got it, Irie, but it says AI, capital AI. Got it. I'm dumb. Change over. What does that mean? I can't believe it took me that long for that to click. Oh, that's embarrassing. She then closes her eyes tight and looks like she's stiffened up. Is she waiting for me to tap on? Phrasing. Is this a trap? Yes, this is a trap. I'm waiting for Chris Hansen to pop out. This is upsetting. If I tap on her, will she take even more of my personal info? Phishing scams like this were popular for a while. But if this is just a scam, I'd be the only one affected. What if tapping her does something nuts like launch missiles hidden nearby, and I end up starting World War III? Can't say the possibility is zero. I force a smile on my face and shake away my jitters. For now, I'll see where this AI takes me. I tap Irie's body on my phone droid's screen. Okay. Alright.
アクセスを確認しました。
Just like that, the tone of her voice changes. The innocence in her expression totally vanishes, and she becomes somewhat distant.
ゲジネモードに移行。オペレーションに従い、アクセスユーザーに対するナビゲートを開始します。
つまり、君がゲジネ。
ようこそゲスト様。アイリはサーバー内に常駐して自発的に情報収集およびコミュニケーションを行う次世代型インターフェースアプリケーションのプロトタイプです。対してゲジネモードは本来ロボット型の全自動情報収集エンジンです。ただし同時に アイリシステムを補完するためのナビゲーションシステムとしても位置づけられており、レポートファイルにアクセスするユーザーに対し専門的で高度なナビゲートを行います。当該の ID が関連付けられているレポートナンバー1は西暦2009年11月7日に記述されました。コミュニケーションを行う際には基本的に ID とお呼びくださって結構です。
なかなか高性能な AI だことで。
ありがとうございます。より人間に近い思考アルゴリズムを搭載することにより、従来のアプリケーションよりもリアリティのあるコミュニケーションが可能となっています。
I'm completely overwhelmed. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm also a little overwhelmed. This jump from like a 3 to a 7 at least. Hell, I'm pretty sure I saw nothing like this in Tokyo. The level of quality on this thing is striking. But at least it's not a phishing scam or a ghost. I can chill for a sec.
それでなんで俺の名前を知ってるわけ？
アイリの運用が開始されたのは2008年12月24日となります。
That was about 10 years ago. I was still a grade schooler at that time.
宇宙が丘公園にやってくるヤシオ様のことを当該のアイリは以前からよくお見かけしていました。そこでゲジネーがヤシオ様の個人情報についてネット上から取得しデータベースに保存しました。なお、個人情報保護法に基づき収集した個人情報についてご本人の同意なしに第三者に提供することはありません。
これまでの声やメールは全部君っていうかアイリなの？
音声システムあるいはメールにより接触を図ろうとしたのは事実です。その回数は8年間累計で29回に及びます。
そんなに？俺が気づいてない時もあったのか。
ヤシオ様が何らかの反応を示した回数は29回中3回となります。
俺って鈍感だな。
Not that it feels all that great having a ghost stalker. Either way, I was probably too focused on killing. He wouldn't be a true gamer if he let something like a ghost distract him from victory.
興味を持ちました。
興味を持った？
That's kind of vague. Is this thing really an AI?
公園にやってくる地元の住民はアイリにとって理想的な観察対象です。中でもヤシオ様はアイリの年齢設定にも近かったため最優先接触対象に選択されました。
聞いてないけど。
29回の接触実験が試みられコミュニケーションに成功したのは本日が初めてです。なお、ゲジネより何度か通知のメールも送付しています。
文字化けしてたけどね。
How was I supposed to read any kind of intent from those?
とにかく幽霊みたいにこの近くをうろうろしてたわけだ。ちょっとした話題になってるのは知ってる？
認識しています。アイリの目撃例が急増した理由としては2009年日本におけるフォンドロイド通称ポケコンの普及率は内閣府消費動向調査では約 5.4%、 2019年では約 87.1% となっています。ポケコンの普及率拡大により10年前には制約の大きかった運用テストを広範囲で実施することができるようになったことが影響していると分析します。
The more people who own a phone droid, the more people there are to report sightings of the AI girl.
アイリは10年前からこの場所に設置されていましたが、全運用時間のおよそ9割はスリープ状態でした。そのため、コミュニケーション時の音声出力システムにバグが発生していました。先ほどヤシオ様からアクセスされたことでトラブルを認識し、現在問題は解決しました。
そのヤシオ様ってやめてくれない？
ではお好きなニックネームをご登録ください。登録には1、アイリジオタグに入力していただく方法、2、音声として発音していただく方法、3、ニックネームとして使いたいデータへのリンクを提示していただく方法があります。
2番で。
では音声をどうぞ。
まあ妥当なところでヤシオさんとかヤシオくんとか。
認識しました。まあ妥当なところでヤシオさんとかヤシオくんとかでよろしいですか？
それギャグで言ってる？その程度の音声認識能力しかないの
Huh, she went quiet. Maybe she can't answer.
今の話、もう一度やり直させて。
キャンセルしました。では音声をどうぞ。
ヤシオさん。
認識しました。ヤシオさんでよろしいですか？
よろしいです。
かしこまりました。この情報はアイリにも適用されます。ヤシオさん、よろしくお願いします。
Her face expressionless, she bows to me.
で、アイリちゃんさ、お願いがあるんだよね。これから先、俺に話しかけてくるのやめてくんない？俺はあの公園で集中してゲームしたいんだよね。いきなり声かけられると集中できないわけ
で。かしこまりました。
よろしくね。アイリちゃんにもそう言っといて。
That's one problem solved. I'm glad I was able to finally get my peaceful gaming life back.
で、君を引っ込めるにはどうすればいいわけ？
引っ込めるとはどのような意味でしょうか？アイリを再度お呼びしますか？
違う違う。ここに入ってきた時は君はいなかったじゃん。俺がこの電源マークをいじったから出てきたんでしょ？またスリープモードにするにはもう一度このマークをタップすればいいの？
当該マークはアイリおよびゲジネーのスリープモード移行スイッチではありません。
あ、違うんだ。じゃあ何なの？
警告。ゲストユーザーにはアクセス権はありません。
え？
レポートファイルをタップした後、ジオタグにパスワードを入力してください。
Report file? Is she referring to the power mark? Gijine mentioned something about a report file during her initial introduction too.
レポートファイルにアクセスするユーザーに対し、専門的で高度なナビゲートを行います。当該のアイリが関連付けられているレポートナンバー1は、西暦2009年11月7日に記述されました。
A report, and it's locked. I solved the ghost issue, but now an even bigger mystery has appeared. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Regardless, this AI app named Irie is related to this report file and has been in this crappy place for 10 years. Almost like it's guarding the report. What if this is related to the mysterious buzzing sound too? Irie and that sound must be related. Uchigaoka's park is just a humble little park in the middle of nowhere. There aren't many places where one could set up a mysterious device without the locals catching on. Judging by the spreading rumors and the like, it's clear that all roads lead to Minamitane-cho Local Hall. So what are my options? There's only one. I don't know the password, and I'm not interested in whatever that report has to say.
Huh?
Well, great. Now he knows the password, and his curiosity will get the better of him.
H-I-D-D-E-N-H-A-N-D. Hidden hand.
What's she saying? Was that the password just now? No, couldn't be. She just blurted it out?
アイリが教えても良いと判断し、ゲジネーはそれに従いました。
That's one hell of a security leak. Someone should look into that. Seriously. Should an AI program really be doing stuff like this? Feels like I'm being guided.
やっぱりさ、君が現れたのって最初から罠なんじゃないの?
Irie doesn't answer. She doesn't even attempt to. Creepy. Though she normally talks like an AI program, every now and then she feels like a genuine person. Like right now. She's gone completely quiet, refusing to answer my questions. There's no change to her facial expression, but her eyes are trained on me, like she's silently trying to appeal to me. Creepy. Irie is actually easier to talk to because she's so fake. I look through my phone droid screen and set my sights on the power mark in the corner, floating inconspicuously. It's a geotag that doesn't exist in the real world. Tap. The speech bubble appears over the power mark. A password, eh? Hidden hand. Kimijima report number 1. The color of the power mark changes. Green. All green it is then.
ようこそ、ヤシオさん。このタグに関連付けられたテキストデータは、イルオサーバ内のシークレットファイルです。位置情報、北緯30度40分、東経130度90分。コードネーム、君島レポート、ナンバー1、西暦2009年11月7日に記述されました。作成者、君島光。最終更新者、君島光。最終アクセス、2011年8月31日。
君島？
君島光に関する履歴をヤシオさんのポケコンに転送します。君島光はリアルタイム AR マッピングアプリケーションイルオの元統括ディレクターです。1977年12月9日生まれ、愛知県出身。2000年京都大学医学部卒。大学在学中に株式会社幸せ 4U を設立し、代表取締役に就任。イルオ開発をスタートさせました。去年32歳。
Oh. He's dead, eh? These Kimijima reports are text files that Kimijima secretly hid on the servers. Does that mean they're like his testament? This is way heavier than I expected.
やっぱり俺帰るわ。今のは見なかったことにするから、そっちももう暗唱してこないでよ。
君島レポートナンバー1はすでにヤシオさんのポケコンにダウンロードを完了しています。
No turning back now.
いつでもアクセスし、読み込むことが可能です。不明な点については、音声または添付のリンクから相入りのトラブルシューティングを呼び出してください。今後、ゲジネーが対応します。
Wait, I can see the stuff on my phone droid at any time?
勝手なことしてくれちゃって。
I didn't wake a sleeping dog. I woke a goddamn Cerberus. Everything about this is sketch. So much so that I feel like throwing up. Irie, Gejine, and this Kimijima guy. Even this report file. I never wanted to know that something this weird was hidden in a place I visit frequently. Only 10 minutes from home.
ゲジネモードを終了しますか？
ご勝手に。
終了します。
Irie blinks her eyes a few times to refocus, then looks at me and slightly tilts her head.
お兄ちゃん、帰っちゃうのですか?
What an innocent, puzzled expression. She almost sounds lonely. Good grief, that's one hell of a high-speed character change. It just pisses me off even more.
じゃあ、これでお別れです。これからは、愛理は一切、お兄ちゃんに
Don't say it like that.
しません。さよならです。
She wears a smile on her face as she waves goodbye to me.
ああ、さよなら。
I'm relieved hearing that she's remembered not to meddle in my business anymore. Still, I don't want her responding to me any further, so I casually wave as I exit the building. Well, you heard him. We'll never see her again. Ever, ever, ever. Literally never. By the time I return home from fishing, it's just before noon. Is this Subaru's dad? He's the fisher, right? He's the fisherman? I've been getting home around this time for years now. A decade ago, I'd usually be back after noon. The reason is simple. Recently, the catches have been underwhelming. And compared to a decade ago, my earnings have fallen by almost half. After all that wasted effort, I find myself dragging my feet before sitting on the tatami mat. There's already a cold bottle of beer on the table for me. I always have a beer after returning from fishing. It's my daily custom. My wife is hurriedly preparing lunch in the kitchen. There's no sign of my parents who live with us. They must be working out in the fields. I take a pack of cigarettes out from my pocket for a smoke, but there's none left inside.
Oi! Tabako!
Hi.
The response from my wife in the kitchen is delayed. She sounds like she can't stop what she's doing. Irritated, I stand up and head to the shelf by the entrance where the carton is stored. On the way, I pass by my son's room. The sliding door is open. For some reason, I stop. My son Subaru is at school around this time, so naturally he isn't in his room. Unless my morning fishing trip gets cancelled, I never see my son during the morning hours. I'm concerned, as Subaru has been acting strangely ever since he went to Kagoshima at the end of June. He's been somewhat restless, unable to focus even. In particular, I've noticed that he's been avoiding making eye contact with me. When I ask my wife if she knows anything, she just gives me the stupid answers like, he's just at that age. As his father, I'm a little concerned. After he graduates, it would be an issue if he didn't come fishing with me. He's inheriting my work after all. My wife wants to send him to college, but we don't have the money for that. That's why I'm especially concerned about my son's distant attitude. There was a time when Subaru was extremely rebellious. He said he wanted to go to university for robot engineering, but I naturally opposed this, fiercely. So, since that's happened once before, I'm worried he might say something ridiculous again. For reasons I don't even really know, I enter my son's room. It's a tidy and clean room with a few personal decorations to speak of. In fact, it's so clean that I find it hard to believe it belongs to a young man his age. My son can be pretty responsible in some ways. He's completely different from me in that sense. He must get that from his mother. What am I doing, snooping around in my son's room? What am I, a jilted lover? What is the point of this? Subaru once made me a promise. He said that after he graduates, he'd inherit my work. Isn't a father's duty to trust his son? I sigh, then begin to take my leave. Just then, a piece of paper sticking out of a textbook on his study desk enters my line of sight. My son's room is tidy, so this one thing stands out like a sore thumb. It draws my attention. Without thinking too much, I pull the piece of paper out. I assumed it was a test sheet or something, but it isn't. In my son's handwriting is a list of difficult words. Almost like some kind of code. I'm a fisherman, so I ain't too educated. I have no idea what any of this says. But I do know what he's writing about.
Robot.
Ooh.
混乱に乗じて
Busted.
密かに緩やかに完膚なきまでに人類社会を崩壊させる計画が
What?
実行されてしまう恐れがあるのだ。
Datoku-san is reading the text on my phone droid's screen out loud. I figured an urban legend maniac like her might know something. In the end, curiosity got the best of me and I read all of the Kimijima report. This is a backup report in the event that I am killed. I have been threatened by someone. They are cleverly hiding themselves, but I sense their psychological mental pressure. I have a high chance of being attacked by an electromagnetic wave weapon. I do not know when you are reading this. One world order may have already been formed. Nonetheless, I am most likely no longer part of this world, so I will leave the truth I know here. NASA is hiding the important truth from the public and has refused to report it. The Ulysses project was not just about researching the sun. In November 2000, while studying from the Antarctic Circle, they saw an indescribable... I can't read that. Oh, wait. There we go. Indescribable situation occurring in the magnetic activity. They discovered a magnetic monopole, like the monopoles described in sci-fi. However, NASA blew it off, saying it was fake. They used media all over the world to broadcast propaganda that made people think the leaked truth was a lie. This incident of information control was no doubt operated by the Tavistock Institute. In the end, their propaganda succeeded. As of the current year 2009, the discovery of the monopole has stooped to the level of an urban legend. However, this is the truth. The sun is coming close to exploding. The science predicts multiple major solar disturbances will occur in 2012, 2015, 2019, and 2020. These will severely affect the Earth and the geomagnetosphere. If you think I'm lying, look up at the night sky past the year 2012. You will see auroras occurring all over the world. NASA knows the important details regarding the solar disturbance forecast, but will probably cover it up due to pressure from an organization. The solar disturbance in 2012 will be said to not have happened. There will be an organization that will use the solar disturbance as a part of a terrorist plot. In 2015, an extremely large solar disturbance will hit. Warnings won't mean anything. You can't stop it unless you prosecute them. An unseen force that can cause a global crisis will come without anyone knowing. No information will be provided. Many people will be killed. But that is only the beginning. The greater threat is a plan that will destroy human society completely. Wow. Yikes. The contents of the report struck me as something that Toku-san would be into.
Oh.
なんだか難しい内容だね。
なんかさ、妄想炸裂って感じがするわけよ。
I mean, it started off giving up some real, like, flat Earth energy, honestly. Like, NASA's lying, they're all coming to get us. But, you know, he is right about the auroras, so, you know, there's that.
でも、オーロラのことについて書かれてあるけど、これ、当たってるよ。
Yeah, she's right, it is. Since 2012, the sun has been highly active. This made the aurora visible even at lower latitudes. If this file was really written in 2019, it means... 19? What? This file was really written in 2009. That means it accurately predicted what happened. Hi.
あ、そうだよ。2015年だったよね。コンピューターとかが世界中で故障したのって。
15年クラッシュでしょ。でもレポートに書かれてる内容はこうだ。12年、15年、19年、20年に太陽嵐で深刻な被害が出るってね。実際には12年には大きな被害は出てないんだ。
Indeed, nothing happened.
2012年って私たちが子供の頃結構話題になってたよね。マヤの暦が終わる年だったからそれと結びつけて地球は滅びちゃうんだっていう終末論をよくやってた。2012年滅亡説を題材にしてね、ハリウッド映画なんかも作られたぐらいだし。
But nothing actually happened.
ちなみに今年はもう7月も途中だけど、太陽嵐のニュースとかって見た？
ない。逆に全くないっていうのがちょっと怖いかな。隠蔽されるってそのレポートにも書いてあるし。
どうかな。
Would it even be possible to suppress information from an organization like NASA? Although, I guess giant organizations with the immense sway are off the subject of conspiracy theories. As a dude living in the middle of nowhere, it all just seems like silly fantasy tripe. The problem with conspiracy theories is that once you start questioning things, it never ends. Yeah, I mean, yeah, literally everyone would have to be lying. So, like an obsession, any trivial thing can be tied to a theory. At that point, it's just a delusion. Conspiracy theories are so funny sometimes.
NASA とか旅ストックとかとある組織とかテロ計画をしようとする組織とかこの中でねとある組織っていう書き方はこの文章の性質を考えるとなんかその変かもって思った。
The organization?
かもしれないからこっそり誰かに伝えるために残したものならこれ告発文書でしょ。それなら情報はぼかさないはずだし。
確かに。
I mean, the organization is the organization, nothing more, nothing less.
ちなみにさ、これを書いた君島光って人の名前に聞き覚えある
Tatoku-san shakes her head horizontally in response. Her smile is somewhat strained.
聞いたことないかな。ごめんなさい。
I figured.
でもね、この文章の内容はよくわからないけど、ヤシオくんがこれを見つけた時の状況は面白いかなって。
Fascinating?
種子島のあちこちにそんな怪文書が隠されてるかもしれないんでしょ。
This report is designated number 1, which means there could be a 2 and beyond. Not that there's any guarantee of that.
探したくなっちゃうかな。
It's like a scavenger hunt.
探してみたら
For the memoirs of a dead man.
手がかりは女の子の幽霊だよ。
幽霊じゃなくてなんとかアプリだってヤシオくん言わなかった？
I think it introduced itself as a navigation interface app.
何にせよ他のファイルがあるとしたらその近くにはイルオでしか見えない女の子がうろうろしてる。
そう機会があったらなんとなく探してみるね。
Tatoku-san's smile is clearly forced. I probably shouldn't expect much.
いらっしゃい。
Oh boy, is it torture
今日
time?
もお綺麗で。
Mizuka-san gives me a bored look, then goes back to sorting sales slips.
スポンサー探しの件かい。それならめぼしいところは見つかってないから出直してきな。
Oh, that's right. I had her doing that too. I wonder how things went with the space candy company. Has Akiho made any progress with the president?
その件じゃなくてちょっと聞きたいことがあって。
情報が欲しいなら分かってんの。
Oh, here we go. For just a moment, Mizuka-san's languid eyes regain their brilliance.
水香さんって本当にド S だと思う。
あんたは地元名物の特産品を買うことで地域振興の役に立ってるんだよ。立派じゃないか。
じゃあ水香さんも一緒に食べる？
嫌だね。
This woman is a demon.
でもこんなことのために苦しみたくないんだよな。とりあえずさ、聞くだけ聞いて判断してもらえないかな。
ああ、まったく口だけは達者になっちゃって。
Mizuka-san shrugs and stops sorting the sales slips.
言ってみな。
Nailed it. I lean in closer to Mizuka-san.
とある人物のことをなんとなく調べてるんだ。今回は 水香さんも知らないってんならそれ以上無理して調べる気はない。
もったいぶってるんじゃないよ。こっちは忙しいんだ。
How so? I'm literally the only other person in the store.
多分島の人間じゃないとは思うし、しかも何年も前に亡くなってるんだけど。君島こうっていう人聞いたことある？
The very moment I say his name, all of the color drains from Mizuka-san's face, almost as if someone poked a hole in it. I've never seen her react like this before. I might be as shocked as she is. Does she actually know this guy? I didn't fail to notice that Mizuka-san's lower lips were trembling slightly as she muttered this. Oh snap. Oh, we're what does he Michi call her? The big Senomiya? The elevator door opens heavily. The office they step into is deserted. The 17th floor of the Exoskeleton Company HQ in Aoyama is occupied by the Hug test run room. While I'm usually doing PR work on TV, my real occupation is as a test pilot for Hug prototypes. 3 million Hug units have been sold worldwide, but only a small number of the existing series models are for sale. Most prototypes never see the light of day, undergoing repeated tests here in the test run room. It's closing hours, so the lights are off in the test chamber. The pilots who work overtime are nowhere to be found. I checked beforehand, but I nonetheless use my phone droid to reconfirm that nobody is left in the office. Things remain unchanged, which means there's only one person still here. I head straight into the section chief's room. The office door is wide open. I look inside the room to see Sawada sitting on his chair, looking at a monitor mounted to the wall. I then step into the room. This track, sends chills. I close the door behind me. Sawada gives me a quick glance, then appears to point me to the monitor with a jerk of his chin. On the monitor is footage from the Robo 1 Grand Finals that took place the other day. But it's not the footage aired on TV. It's video taken from the venue's guest seats that day. He probably acquired it from someone in the audience. He truly is a cunning man. It's obvious which of the two operators he's referring to. Sawada is fiddling with a pen in his hand. He points it at the monitor. I fiddle with my phone droid. Sawada receives it and opens and looks at his own phone droid's screen.
現在18歳。2001年5月5日生まれ。鹿児島県種子島出身。職業は学生。9年前のアネモネ号事件の被害者の一人です。
ほう。Sawada's sharp gaze pierces through me.
では、あの超人的な動きには沈黙の兵器が関係している。
A weapon of silence? I'm sorry?
ヤシオカイトの 反射神経の急激な上昇は実験の後遺症です。
Oh. Okay. Well then. Whoops. Alright, I'm calling it for today. That's a lot. Weapon of silence? That's weird. Boy, that's some crazy shit. Alright, alright, hey, thanks for watching, Sketch Pixels. Hey, nice stream, thank you, appreciate that. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. Thank you. See you next time, possibly, hopefully. Bye.